Well, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Wednesday. The recording of this video is on Wednesday, February I believe it's the 7th? Yeah, February 7th. So, well, if you're looking to move to Las Vegas or you already are living here and are interested in a market update, then you have found the right channel. My name is Pepe, a Las Vegas real estate professional and a relocation specialist. I communicate with people daily who are interested or are in the process of moving to Las Vegas from all over the country and the world. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad about living in Las Vegas, then be sure to subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications. Today I'm going to provide a February 2024 Las Vegas housing market update along with the upcoming events around town during this busy month. If you have any questions, please feel free to engage with me and ask questions or leave comments as well. We have seen a significant uptick in activity since the beginning of the year as it relates to new contracts, which I will share here the stats in a second. With interest rates dropping over 1.5 points in the last 3+ months, more buyers are jumping back into the Las Vegas market. In addition, sellers are not feeling quite as locked in to their current mortgage rate. With rates dropping, the difference between their current mortgage rate and the new rate they would be taking on isn't as big as it once was, which makes moving a little more affordable than it was just a few months ago. Now, if the Fed follows through with their multiple forecasted rate drops that they've mentioned about in the Q4 of last year, the heightened activity is only going to intensify. So let's jump into the latest Las Vegas market statistics. First is new listings, which we saw a big jump in. In December, we had 1,329 new listings. In January, we had 2,126. That is a 60% increase month over month, which speaks directly to the point I just made. Got a little noise here, a little going on here. That goes back to the point I just made with sellers not feeling quite as locked into the current mortgage rate as they once were. This is obviously good news for buyers who've had trouble finding the right home. Next statistic I want to talk about is inventory. These are for single family homes. In December, we had 3,801. In January, we had 3,889, which equates to a 2% increase. Now you may be asking, why didn't housing inventory go up further with a strong month of new listings? Well, housing inventory is a snapshot at the end of the month. So this is a snapshot that factors in new listings, new contracts, canceled escrows, listings on hold, and also expired listings. So when you add all these up, the inventory isn't as high as you might expect after a solid month of new listings. Of the 3,889 homes on the market, or single family homes, 2,732 are under $700,000. Then you have 541 that are over $700,000 to $1 million. And then over $1 million, you have 616. So again, 2,732 under 700, 541 between 700 and $1 million, and then anything over $1 million, there's 616 for a total of 3,889. And again, I mentioned this in past videos, but wanted to clarify again. A normal market here in Las Vegas is about 9,000 homes in the market. So we're just under half of what we would normally have in a normal market. And we've been experiencing this all through 2023 and the start of 2024. We're seeing, again, similar inventory numbers. Next is month supply, which refers to the number of months it would take for the current inventory of homes on the market to sell within the given the current sales pace. As a reminder, 4 to 5 months of supply would be considered average. A lower number means that buyers are dominating the market with relatively fewer sellers. A higher number means that there are more sellers than there are buyers. So in December, we had 2.1 months of supply. In January, we're just down slightly at exactly 2 months of supply. So again, less relative supply. That means we continue to be in a seller's market with low inventory and stronger demand, and demand's picking up, as I just mentioned about. Next topic or next statistic I want to talk about is new contracts or homes that went into escrow or otherwise known as pending listings. In December, we had 1,377. In January, we had 1,798. That's a 31% increase. And this speaks directly to what I was referring to earlier with lower interest rates enticing buyers back into the market, combined with the holiday season that is now in our rear view mirror. So it's good to see the new year starting off on a solid footing with more homes under contract. The average days in the market in December was 21. In January is 27, so 6 days longer. The homes that were listed in December or even the second half of November had a harder time finding buyers during the holiday season. So I'd imagine we're going to see this number come up during this month, during the month of February with the increase in activity. The sales price to list ratio in December was 98.8. In January was 99%, right on the nose. So sellers were slightly less flexible than they were in December. If activity continues to increase as expected, this number is going to rise. Homes sold in December was 1,287. In January, it was 1,292. Now that's a 0.4% increase, which is pretty much flat. Pretty much flat if you want to be technical about it. Most of the January closings were from December purchases or were already under contract. So it'll be interesting to see how many close in the month of February. Now remember, these are resales or new construction homes listed in the MLS. All new construction homes, which are typically make up about 1/3 of all home sales every month, are not included in these figures. So these numbers really don't paint a completely accurate picture of the total number of homes sold. Next is the median sales price for a single family home. In December it was $444,000. In January it was $445,000. So that's a 0.2% increase, a $1,000 increase. So from a year-over-year perspective, home prices are up 5% from January of 2023, which speaks to the return of more normal rate of appreciation that has been projected over the next 5 years, according to the Home Price Expectation Survey from Fannie Mae, which they are forecasting anywhere from a 3 to a 5% appreciation per year. Something to keep a close eye on will be home prices. Should interest rates continue to drop this year as forecasted, when rates drop, home prices rise. So more activity will result in more competition for buyers with multiple offers leading to higher price points. So again, it's really important to keep a close eye on, and I will, again, in the coming months, let you know where we continue to stand. So that gives you a good market update on where we stand in January. Good to see activity picking up, but we'll have to keep a close eye on inventory and interest rates moving forward. Well, let's switch gears now and highlight a few, or I should say a lot of events happening here in the month of February in Las Vegas. And all anyone is talking about, of course, is the Super Bowl, and for good reason. This is the first time in Super Bowl history that the game will be played right here in Las Vegas. Every year for the big game, Las Vegas is the top destination to watch and participate in the many events outside of the game's destination city. Now, with the game actually happening here, this city is going to be an absolute buzz with potentially up to over 400,000 people. They said 330 to 450,000. Let's call it in the middle, call it around 400,000 people coming to the entertainment and now the sports capital of the world. Here are the top NFL-sanctioned Super Bowl-related events. Of course, you have the game itself on Sunday, February 11th at Allegiant Stadium, with kickoff scheduled at 3:30 p.m. In the days leading up to the game, there is a Super Bowl experience starting on February the 7th today through the 10th at Mandalay Bay South Convention Center. This is a football-themed amusement park that's going to offer interactive games, autograph sessions with players, photo opportunities with the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and the NFL Shop with all of your favorite teams' swag. Next, there is the Super Bowl Soulful Celebration. That is on February 7th, which again is actually tonight, presented by CBS at the Pearl Theater at the Palms Casino Resort. It's hosted by Cedric the Entertainer and Tanisha Arnold. It's a concert event that offers an inspiring blend of music along with football stars, of course. Then there's the 2024 NFL Honors, which is the biggest awards from the 2023 NFL season, will be revealed at this ceremony on February the 8th at the Resorts World Theater. And then there is Shaquille O'Neal will bring his larger-than-life personality and over-the-top music festival with Shaq's Funhouse on Friday, February the 9th at XS Nightclub at Wynn. The event will have live performances from Lil Wayne, DePolo, and the big man himself, DJ Diesel. The next event is Taste of the NFL. That's going to be held on February the 10th at Keep Memory Alive Event Center, and it's a 21-plus culinary experience featuring top chefs from around the country and local favorites for an afternoon feast. Then you have Athletes in Action Super Bowl Breakfast. It's going to take place at Caesars Palace on Saturday, February 10th. This event will take place at the Super Bowl, I should say, this event takes place at the Super Bowl host city every single year since 1988, drawing sellout crowds to hear from some of the sport's biggest names. The 37th annual event will unite Las Vegas business and civic leaders, sports fans from around the country, and of course football legends, including Pro Football Hall of Famers, former Bart Starr Award winners, and many more. This is a big event that they have, again, the day before the game, and this year it's going to be held at Caesars Palace. You know, there are literally hundreds of more events and parties leading up to the game, along with game day watch parties that I obviously don't have time to mention all of them. LVCVA.com is an excellent resource to find out more about other events happening around town this coming week. So, who's going to win the big game? Let me know what you think in the comments below. You know, the Super Bowl isn't the only event happening in the month of February here in Las Vegas. There are others, and I want to highlight a few local events. The first one is Kurlan Ichiban Lunar New Year Tasting Experience happening February the 9th at downtown Summerlin, where there will be complimentary beer tasting. Next is the 3 different farmers markets that happens every month. You've got every Saturday at the downtown Summerlin. You've got every Monday at the Dollar Loan Center in Henderson. And then every Thursday at the District at Green Valley Ranch. So those will continue into February. You know, a number of concerts and comedy shows are happening around town this month, as they do every month. This is just a snapshot. This is not a full encompassing of all the events, but a snapshot of who's performing. Over at the Sphere, you've got U2 is continuing the residency with 8 different shows throughout the month as they wrap up the residency that they've had since October of last year. At Park MGM, Bruno Mars is happening February 1st through the 9th. At MGM Grand, you've got Tom Segura and Brett Kirshner. That's happening on February the 10th. You got Bill Maher, the WTF tour, happening February the 16th and 17th. Over at the Westgate Resort, Kool and the Gang is back February the 9th and 10th. At Mandalay Bay, you've got Babytron happening on February the 12th, or performing on February 12th. And then you got Damien and Stephen Marley happening on February the 18th. Mark Anthony's Historia Tour 2024 is happening on February the 25th. Over at Planet Hollywood at the Back Theater, you've got Kelly Clarkson is continuing her residency on February the 9th and the 10th. Then you've got at the Mirage, you have George Lopez, the comedian, obviously, February the 16th and 17th. Over at the Palms, you've got the Black Crows, February the 9th and 10th. You've got Coulter Wall, February 16th. Amy Grant, February 17th. And Government Mule, 30 Years Strong on February the 18th. Downtown Las Vegas Event Center, you've got Excision Nexus Tour Higher Roller, February the 16th and 17th. For all you EDM fans, you're going to love this concert. Next at the Smith Center is a unique venue for concerts and performing arts in downtown Las Vegas. You've got Jonathan Carrant on February the 9th, which will provide a swinging selection of beloved songs from the Great American Songbook. And then you got Earl Turner on February 10th. Frankie Moreno on February the 13th. You have Spectrum, Las Vegas' premier R&B award group, returns to the Smith Center with music from Motown on February the 14th, Valentine's Day. And then you have the Symphonic Rock Show, which is February the 16th. You got to think classic symphony with a rock band. Now that's a unique combination. And then lastly, at the Smith Center, you have Seth Rudetsky's Broadway Fest happening February the 25th. Over at the Brooklyn Bowl at the Link, you've got Matthew, pronounce that correctly, Matthew, Hold the Fire Tour happening on February the 16th. And then you have Slater Kinney happening February the 29th. Over at Win Encore, an evening with Brian McKnight on February 24th, and New Edition happening February 28th. Over at Resorts World Theater, you've got Shaq's All-Star Comedy Jam happening February 9th and the 10th. And then at Virgin Hotels, you've got Wu-Tang Clan February 9th and 10th. And then you've got Los Dos Carnales happening February 23rd. Tyrese, February 24th, and Extreme Thicker Than Blood Tour on February the 29th. Over at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace, Adele continuing her residency with 6 shows throughout the month. So you want to check out the Coliseum's website or Caesar's website with Coliseum under events for the 6 different dates for Adele. And then over at the Venetian, Christina Aguilera is performing on February the 9th and the 10th. Richie Jen, February 17th, and Chicago, the band, February 21st, 23rd, 24th, and 28th. Over at T-Mobile Arena, you've got Tool, February the 18th. You've got Bad Bunny, Most Wanted Tour, February 23rd and 24th. Now, besides the Super Bowl, there are other college and professional sports happening across the month as well here in town. You've got the NBA G League, which is the team name is called Ignite, a basketball team. And then you got Las Vegas's newest professional sports team called Vegas Thrill. They're a professional volleyball team. They both play at the Dollar Loan Center in Henderson with multiple games throughout the month of February. Then you have the Las Vegas Desert Dogs. Our professional lacrosse team plays at Michelob Ultra Arena at Mandalay Bay, February the 16th versus the Philadelphia Wings. And of course, our defending Stanley Cup champion, Vegas Golden Knights, play a number of games at T-Mobile Arena in February. So you're going to want to check out the Golden Knights website for specific game dates. Lastly, UNLV women's and men's basketball teams host multiple games in the month of February as they get closer to March Madness next month. So you'll want to check out unlvrebels.com for game dates and times. You know, there are even more events happening across this incredible town than what I just mentioned is just a fraction of them. Every venue and resort has a complete list of all their events on their website that you can check out. As you can tell, there is never a shortage of concerts, shows, and sporting events, or even comedies for you to attend should you decide to call Las Vegas home if you haven't already. Well, I hope you found this video and this February 2024 market update valuable. You know, make sure you subscribe below and comment if you have any questions or found this video helpful. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out our other videos on Las Vegas and the surrounding areas so you can continue to get a realistic sense of what it would feel like to live here in the Las Vegas Valley. If you're planning on moving within the next month or the next year, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, or even book a Zoom appointment here in the description below. You know, I know firsthand all the moving parts and nuances that comes with picking up and starting all over in a new city. That's why we are passionate about helping people just like you make a smooth and a stress-free move to Las Vegas. So until next time, we hope to show you around town